Hello everyone. Today we are going to read about CBCT from Radiology. I'm following White and Ferro 7th edition. So what is CBCT? CBCT is a cone beam computer tomographic image. It was found in early 1980s. So it is used as you can see over here, it is used as a divergent cone. As you can see, it is a divergent cone shape or a pyramid shaped source of ionizing radiations, and this is two-dimensional area detector and fixed on a rotating gantry to provide, and it will rotate like this, and it will provide multiple sequential transmission image. So this is an X-ray source, this is a detector, two-dimensional detector, and it is fixed in a rotatory gantry. So it will rotate around the axis of the rotation in a trajectory arc of 180 to 360 arc. It will rotate around the patient and it will take a sequential transmission image. So this is the pyramidal shape, and it will focus on the region of interest, and this is a gantry in which two-dimensional detector is fixed, and they both will rotate. Like in this diagram, you can see the patient is sitting and the X-ray and the gantry will rotate around the patient in 180 to 360 in a circular motion like this, and it will give the data which is recorded over the machine. So CBCT it has three main components. First is image production, second is visualization, and third is interpretations. Now the two important thing in CBCT is, first is the X-ray source and second is the detector. So this is the X-ray source, this is the X-ray source, and this is the detector. The two things are on a rotating gantry. Two things are the main component of CBCT. And one more thing, it makes 180 to 360 degree trajectory, and it rotates 180 to 360 arc rotations around the patient face. So when it rotates and it gets those transmission image, and that is not exact the image we want. It is a type of a raw data, and when we put this raw data in a computer, then they will give the correct image. So first it will collect a raw data. So first it will collect raw data, and the raw data has various names. So in CBCT we have read about all those things, and then we will get a raw data. Okay, the basic component of the CBCT is grayscale. Okay, grayscale images. So we will get a grayscale images in which there is a picture element. Now these picture element are called, this word is important, pixel. And these picture element are called as pixel. Now each pixel has different intensity, and that intensity depends upon the photon. So the intensity of photon will the intensity of the pixels depend upon the intensity of a photon. So this is about the grayscale. So we get those raw data, and these raw data are referred as, these raw data is referred as basis, frame, or raw images. So we get the raw primary data, and it is referred as a basis, frame, and raw images. Now the basis image, matlab the raw data have a three names. So the basis image, what happened, the basis image is similar to cephalometric. So it is similar to cephalometric image. It is similar to the cephalometric image, but in this, the one image is slightly different, or you can say slightly offset from the second image. So there are several hundred two-dimensional basis image, and the one image is different from the second image but slightly offset from the second image. So there are several hundred two-dimensional basis image. Now these basis image help us to calculate and construct image volume. This is the another word, image volume. So first word was pixel, raw data, basis, frame and raw image, and these basis images which several hundred images together are which is used to calculate and construct the image volume. Now a complete series of this image is referred as projection data. Complete set of these images are called as a projection data. Now CBCT, what it will do, it will rotate around the patient face of 180 to 360 degree, and it will give us volumetric images. Then these things are uploaded in the computer, and from the software it will change, and we will get the patient images in 3 dimensions. First is axial, second is sagittal, and third is coronal. So we can record the patient image in 3 dimensions: axial, sagittal and coronal. Okay, so what is the use of CBCT? Now CBCT is helpful for us because it takes the image very quickly. We can get the data very quickly, and it is cost saving in compared to that of MDCT. Okay, now what is MDCT? MDCT is a multi-detector computer tomographic image equipment. So we'll describe about MDCT. Now what is MDCT? Because we have read over here that CBCT is better than MDCT. Now, what is MDCT? MDCT was discovered in 1998, and it is a helical CT. It is a helical CT scanner at 64 at 128 adjacent detector rays, 4 rotation per second, and the dose is higher in the patient. So in CDCT the dose is lower in the patient. Now if you take and it is time saving because one patient at a time in MDCT. MDCT take more time when it is used to image one patient, but at the same time CBCT can take multiple image of that patient. So at that time in which CBCT can take multiple image of a patient, MDCT take only one image. MDCT is a multi-detector computer tomographic image. It was discovered in 1998. It has higher patient dose, and it is a 4 rotation per second helical CT scanner. So it is better than CBCT because it is cost saving, it is quick, and the patient dose is also, radiation dose is also less. So in this video we have get to know about few words like pixel, grayscale, pixel, 3 components of CBCT, raw data, basis, frame and raw images, image volume or volumetric image, projection data, and MDCT. In next video we are going to discuss about these main component of CBCT. Thank you.